about the Spellbinders Kit of the Month, and we're curious to do sort of an unboxing and impression, so I thought I would do that as it arrives in the mail a couple days early. And this month's theme, wherever they printed it, is Go Outside. Sorry, Time Offline is this month's theme, which you can see there. And it's sort of a camping adventure thing. There weren't any additional add-ons for sale this month, so I actually found this at World Market when I was just sort of browsing around and sort of killing some time. But these look like I really kind of like sort of the Christmas and adventure thing. These are actually designed, as you can see, with the little sleds to go on ribbon on presents, but I was thinking that these might be a little too big for an A2, and they definitely fill the whole frame if you do an A2, but they also have a sentiment and a focal point, so, this is a 5x7, just for comparison. You can see if you use these on that, you'd have more additional space, so, I don't know, I'll probably do A2s, because I'm more of a fan of them, and then you could just, mat it on some pattern paper or something. Which we'll likely get in this box because pattern paper is a staple of spellbinders. So let me grab a sharp, pointy thing to open the box here quick. And I was really excited about this theme because I'm always excited about more masculine card themes. Because, you have about 5 holidays that are just basically about florals. So, I don't know, having something a little different is always fun. So and it feels really heavy this month. I'm not quite sure why. But let us crack into this and see what we can see. And sure, that's mostly in frame. There we go. So our usual, this is interesting. There's a little, on the lid, there's a little bit of extra thing, but it's like they peeled off the sticker, but also put on the sticker pieces. I don't know. Not that that matters to the kit at all, but it's just sort of interesting. So, and this is just really, it feels heavier than last month for sure. I'm not sure why that is. Anyway, here we go. Let's see what we got. So off the bat, we get our staples, we get our cards, we get our 1/8 of an inch liner tape and foam adhesive squares. I like these quite a bit, actually. They're sort of, they're a relatively thick foam square, but not kind of crazy, so I don't know. I'm always a fan of more adhesive. And let's see, we're starting with some sequins, probably about enough for a couple small shakers or one large one, or to use as embellishments. These are very sparkly, and their base color is sort of like a powder blue, but they've got like little iridescent metallic flecks on them in the light. So very neat. Probably better as like an embellishment. And per usual with Spellbinder sequins, they come in a couple of different sizes, so you have a mix, so it's not all just one thing. We have our dies. Actually, our kit info is on the bottom, which shows you how the dies work. There's this really cool window die that just seems like you'd use it for, like, literally everything. Because, like, arches and windows are such a common thing to use on cards as sort of, like, a focal point, or either to bump them up with adhesive, or, you can, I forget who did this, but you can actually cut, like, you could adhere several layers of them together to sort of give you a, I don't know, more of a popped up look. And then there are little leaves and mushrooms and other sorts of things. It's really, and there's also a flower in here as well. It really feels like a fall kit, so the timing on this one is interesting, because at least here in the upper Midwest, November is more of a, I don't know, winter month, or at least late fall. But these are really cute. I feel like these are, and the daisy is cute too. No, I mean, I feel like these are not specific to any given holiday, so I mean, you probably get a lot of use out of the dies. Not looking at the other stuff, because I do like to be surprised. Um, got some puffy stickers and some sentiments. Let's see what we got. Life is an adventure. Collect beautiful moments. I really like the way they do these. Smile, best day ever. I think those are really cute. I do also like the little camping signs at the bottom. Um, I should dig it out, but I have a silkscreen transfer that also has not circular ones of these, but like the ones inside sort of squares that you'd see on like signposts on trails and whatnot. I feel like that and this kit would work really well together, although we'll see what the die cuts look like and what other stuff we get. And then you get a lot of sentiments. Hey, enjoy. There's a little tree here. Smile. Yeah, like enjoy this life. Wonder. Little pluses, which is kind of interesting. Pluses and a lot of arrows. I like the arrows quite a bit. Awesome, adventure. Anyway, lots of stuff. It's interesting they're white, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like you could pop out the middles of these if you wanted to, and then, I mean, the nice thing about a white one is you could also make it different colors. Although I don't use white that much in my cards, but you could see sort of, well, this outdoors is a little, well, it actually fits well if you do this way, you know. But like against a darker color, it would look pretty good. So those are those. And then we have the, oh, we have lots of other stuff. Let's take a peek at the die cuts. I typically haven't pulled all the die cuts out if anyone ever wants like a full look at these. But I mean, as you can tell, like, and even one got stuck here. But they always come with, I don't know, hundreds of pieces, I would say. So what can we pull out? We have some rainbows, some birds. Again, there's this sort of pink, like these less saturated colors. We're seeing a lot of with spellbinders, which is interesting. You know, like this pink and the blue. It's similar, I want to say, to some of the other sort of the, I forget what the non-traditional. It's not the Oh What Fun box, but the one, oh, and you have cool little mountains and other things. I believe there's a camper. I see a thermos in here. Anyway, really like it. I feel like they did a really good job with this theme. Like, it seems very, like, if you wanted to make a really masculine card, you could with some of these darker patterns and things. But, like, a lot of these are just very cute. So it's a very cute outside vibe. And I see in the die cuts there are also ones similar to these guys or the other stickers we were looking at before. These are the chipboard stickers where these guys are on a much stiffer piece of cardboard, kind of like the chipboard you chip on. Some really cute things, some nice sentiments. I like the squirrel. The squirrel and floral. I don't know. Spellbinders just knocks it out of the park with florals. As much as I just said, like, oh my. But I don't know. I was watching a few other people's unboxings, and people were like, adventure is a hard theme. And I'm kind of like, well, I don't really think so. It's one of my favorite ones. Oh, this Go Your Own Way is really cute. Okay. I'm not sure this actually has much to do with offline, per se. It's more like adventures and outdoor things. Ooh, nice moon. I'm always about a nice moon and stars, because you can always stamp them in like white pigment ink and have them look really neat. Some trees, a camper. I believe, I didn't dig into it, but there's a camper die cut. The campers are definitely a thing. There are many different stickers and die cuts and whatnot. Although I don't think we got, yeah, we didn't really get flat stickers. We got sort of the epoxy ones and the chipboard this time. Anyway, a lot of good sentiments here. I do like that the kits include a bunch of sentiments, which, like, I always feel like in stamp sets, those are sometimes lacking. Life is a journey. Just roll with it. You make me wonder often, wander always. I'm not sure what the you make me a blank would be used with. That's kind of interesting. Here's to adventure. You I'm So, side tangent, you make me... None of these make sense with that. I'm curious if, on these sentiments, you make me... Oh, that, yeah, because you could do you make me wild and free. You make me happy. Yeah, okay. So that's the idea. You'd use this in combination with that, probably. Anyway, nice stamp set. I like it. I'm very, very happy about this theme. And I think someone had sort of suggested that, like, the whole idea behind this kit was, like, a lot of people have been, like, hard crafting Christmas cards forever. Which is to say since August, because I think that's when... I think August is about when Santa Lane and some of the other card companies released their sort of first round of Christmas stuff. This is an idea I stole from somebody else, but basically if you cut the sticky part off these sheets, you can put the actual pad back in, and then you can keep all the paper and snippets together. Again, we see a lot of teals and blues and pinks, which I want to say Joyful Christmas is the kit I'm thinking of, and you can see there, as usual, some of, but not a selection of the papers are, this is really cute. Like, this is a really nice fall background. And there's some solids, which I like, because, like, if you're doing, like, the masculine card thing, I think this is sort of, like, lightly wood-grained. The rainbow that we saw before, pretty nice plaid, some florals, more plaid, wood grain. I really like wood grain, actually. Like, I always feel wood grain is underutilized. Anyway, kayaks and stripes, and it's interesting. These look like they should be gold, but they are not. Location symbols. This one's really neat. Like, this would be really cool with, like maybe on, like, a yellow kind of a color. I don't know. I've been really liking yellows and oranges. I won't lie. They've, like, I did Kendra's challenge and used a bunch of them. And then we have, what are these? Little thermoses. Ooh. Always love a good night sky. I mean, in fact, I bought a whole pad of paper with it. Campers. Oh, this one I like a lot, too. Just sort of trees. I saw somebody else using this, and I just loved it. I don't know. I almost wish with some of these pattern paper pads you could, like, buy specific page, you know, like, it was more like if you went to Michael's where you could actually buy a specific pattern, like if there's, like, one or two things you like. But the idea is you would just, like, slide this in and then you can keep all your stuff together, because if you get these cards every month, it's a lot of pattern paper. But let's see what we got for cardstock. We have Mirror Gold, which will blind everybody, so I will cover that up. I want to say it's a dark navy. A really nice, like a light, both a light and a dark green. To plagiarize something somebody else said, the nice thing about the spellbinders papers usually is that you get 3 colors within a very similar hues. Sort of, again, sort of a dark cranberry red. This is, I want to say, Phone Booth, which is sort of their, like, true Christmassy red. Like, these two, like, I don't remember what this one is. It's not Fern, but Rainforest, maybe, is the green, and then Phone Booth is the red. These are very smooth cardstocks as well. A nice muted orange. Kind of reminds me of Traffic Cone by Simon Hurley when he was not really ready to do saturated orange for who knows why. But anyway, then we have white. Might be off-white. Yeah, I think it's I don't know. Might be slightly creamy. It's not as stark white as like the Astro Brights white, and then the light blue, which is interesting because this color palette, I'm surprised with the pinks they're using. There's not a pink in here, but anyway. So we got the paper. We have some sequins, our small stamp set. A ton of pattern paper, of which I like almost all of it, which is surprisingly spellbinders I don't know, they do a really nice job with pattern paper. 2 stickers, a whole bunch of die cuts. Oh, there's also like a cross-cut tree die cut, which is really cool in there. I don't know. It depends, I think, on you and how much you like the camping vibe. But like, even if you didn't like the camping vibe, there's enough florals in this thing that you could do sort of more. I don't know. You could do sort of winter cards with it too. But anyway, I'm a big fan, and that is Spellbinders for this month.